Position over there.
Hands in the air! Get down! I dropped it!
Fall in and stay close. I'll take point.
With you, sir. Not so tight. Get down! Hands in the air!
Suspect is secured and ready for transport.
That's a sound evocative of an era. Sierra really need no introduction. They ruled the roost in the 80s and 90s with a bewildering number of games, most of which are the classic point-and-click adventure. Some series are better known than others, but that's to be expected when you're churning out a game every 5 minutes. And in 1984, Sierra discovered their boner for the word quest with the first King's Quest. This series really put them on the map, and it led to several other questy series of questiness, including Police Quest. Police Quest is one of those rare instances of a game series evolving into another. It started out as a normal point-and-click adventure, but come 1995, Sierra released an FMV game called Police Quest SWAT. 1998 brought us Police Quest SWAT 2, but in 1999 the Police Quest name was dropped, giving us just SWAT 3, so the SWAT name took over. Including mobile platforms, there have been a total of 12 games, and today we'll be looking at Police Quest 11, aka SWAT Target Liberty. Released in 2007 for the PSP, it's the second console game in the series after 2003's SWAT Global Strike Team, which I've had for a while and didn't realise it was part of the Sierra series until researching this one. With every release, the gameplay style changes. It went from FMV to isometric to first person to top down and back to isometric. Like its predecessors, Target Liberty is a real-time tactical shooter utilising stealth and a methodical approach where you and your team enter dangerous situations involving armed suspects and innocent civilians. Set in New York, you take on the role of SWAT leader Kurt Wolf, a SWAT veteran but new to the series. As leader, Kurt has command over a team who have seen action in the SWAT series before. The only other game I've played is SWAT 4. In that, your team consists of Blue Team Alan Jackson and Zach Fields, and Red Team Steve Reynolds and Tony Gerard. These guys make a return in Target Liberty. Who doesn't make a return, however, is Police Quest protagonist Sonny Bonds. His last appearance was in SWAT 4, retired from active duty and now training the new recruits. In Target Liberty's training stages, there's no vocals or names to go along with these text boxes to know if it's Sonny or not. So let's add him in the classic Sierra manner.
Welcome to the Riverside Training Facility. I'm Lieutenant Sonny Bonds.
Not quite Sierra-y enough. Woo! You better watch out, Wolf!
Hands in the air! Get down!
Okay.
There we go.
Take it easy.
In other news, New York police have reported a surge in violence due to a
Gang warfare has broken out between two Korean factions, the Joe Pucks and the Gong Peis, and Wolf has been sent in to deal with the situation. Joe Puck members are aboard a subway train, awaiting the arrival of Kim Young, a high-ranking Gong Pei member with the intent of taking him out.
Over there! Police, drop down!
Unlike SWAT 4, where you take control of all 4 of the aforementioned team, here you can only choose 2 at a time. System limitations, I guess. You have the opportunity to equip your team with the appropriate hardware depending on the situation. So let's tool up and head out. You control Kurt with the analog knob as normal. To command the other 2, you need to hold R and a placement cursor will appear. Pressing X will send them both to that location.
Cuff him. Make him secure.
But pressing square or circle will send either the red or blue team, as those buttons correspond to those colours. Ah, clever. Well, it would be on a normal PlayStation console. The PSP's face buttons are all the same, but I see what they were doing.
Check him out. They might...
When engaging an innocent, they usually comply.
Police! Hands on the floor! On your knees! Hands in the air! Get down!
You can command a teammate to secure them or do it yourself. If they're being a bit difficult, you can subdue them. That basically means sending one of your teammates over them and hitting them with your gun.
Fall in on me.
Your back. Police! Show me your hands!
You don't mess with the authorities even if you've done nothing wrong because of me!
We're ready.
Fuck yeah! What's your needs now? Hands up now! It's the dream. Police, hands up now!
My hands are up.
Now the meat of the pudding is dealing with the bad guys. They'll be armed, so if you don't want to die, don't go rushing in guns blazing. SWAT is designed like real-life situations, so you want to keep casualties to a minimum. When approaching an area, it's best to assess the situation. Before entering a room, you have the option to peek under the door with a mirror. If the door is locked, you can pick the lock, shoot the lock, or blow it open with a C2 charge.
Make entry and clear. On it.
Once open, you can subdue suspects by throwing in either a flashbang, gas, or sting grenade.
Prep a bang. Open and clear.
And sometimes they will still be awkward bastards, and that's what keeps the game interesting and gives it replay value. Each time you replay a mission, the position and behaviour of people changes. An enemy would do one of four things. Immediately surrender, freeze so they will also require a smack, run and hide somewhere else, or start shooting.
Police!
There they are.
It's favourable for you to take in suspects alive, but if the fourth thing happens, you may need to whip out the lethal weapons because of... Combat can be a tad fiddly. You target people by holding L, then a selection of face buttons appear to select a target. Then it's up to you and your team's AI to take them down. And I say fiddly sometimes because of the AI. There's plenty of scenery and objects to use as cover, but this may occasionally confuse the game's pathfinding. Commanding a teammate to restrain someone may result in them just standing there. Commanding them to throw a grenade in the room may have it bouncing off a wall. This may get you killed and end the mission. And by you, I mean Wolf. If the other two become incapacitated, the mission continues. But if Wolf goes down, game over. I call these other two chumps my canaries. Send these two bullet magnets into the dangerous situations first. Whoa, I wouldn't go in there, Gerard!
Mission complete. Put him on safe and let him hang, man. We're done here.
A mission is scored out of 100. This counts everybody being secured and any penalisations of injured civilians or use of excessive force. When all objectives are complete, you have the option to continue playing the level, to finish up anything and up your score.
I thought you guys were on the same side. Why are your gangs suddenly at war?
Those Joe Pugs are stuck in the past.
I'll keep info on the plot vague, but there is a more serious reason the two factions are at war. They are being used as a decoy by the Hammer of God, an Islamic extremist group because post 9/11 America. Yeah, okay, enough of that. This works very well and has been adapted for a handheld nicely. I said before that the controls can be a tad fiddly, but that's the PSP for you. The detailed graphics and good sound design give it that satisfying, mean, gritty streets feel. The PSP is capable of first person and they still could have gone with that again, but the isometric view gives it more of that tactical look, almost like a board game. Mobile games aside, this is currently the last in the Please Quest SWAT series, and in today's cooperative online world it'd be nice to see a comeback. I know you could always play Rainbow Six Siege, and Rainbow Six has been around for a while, but it doesn't have that Sierra lineage. Look out, Wolf! A poisonous terrorist!
Put your hands up and get down! Get down now! Hit the floor! Get down now! Hit the floor! Get those hands up! Now! Put your hands in the air! 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 Do it now! On the floor!
Relax, doing it!
Prepare for detonation.
Say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye.